Herman. Came back. Must have seen my misconnections ad.
You think I'd skip town? Give New York to freaks like you? No way! I just needed an equalizer. And now? I've got it! Say hello to the seismic harness construction resource. Or, as I like to call it, the Shocker!
I hear jail's a lot nicer now. Have seats and everything. You're using it as a weapon? Come on. Think outside the box. You can make a fortune selling milkshakes.
Just wait till I get used to these. You're a dead man!
Now I'm getting queasy. If you make me throw up in my mask, I'm sending you the dry cleaning bill. I tell you, you have other options in life?
Another nutjob like you take over my city!
Nutjob? What? Yeah, I'm not the one calling my weapon the Shocker without a trace of irony. Sorry I have to break
it. I'll bring this whole building down on you if I have to!
That might not be a bad thing with all the nasty stuff they make here, but it's built to survive a 9.5 earthquake, so yeah, don't hold your breath. Maybe pretend you know what you're doing? A shake for breakfast, a shake for lunch, and a sensible smack upside the head for dinner.
You can't lock me up, man. The Russians can get to me inside.
You might be able to make a deal with D.A. Harper for protective custody, if you help stop this gang war. Innocent people are getting caught up in it.
I can't! It's bigger than me now. All the gangs in the city are at war. Everyone's scared of everyone else.
The Russians got here at almost the same time you did.
I know. One of my guys must have dropped a dime.
Now that your future looks, let's go with limited. What'll they do?
Keep arming up. Take out what's left of my men and everybody else in town. They're ruthless. I promise you. By the time they're done, you'll wish you had Herman Schultz back.
Unless you want to go for a butt-whipping hat trick, you'll tell the cops everything you know about the gang war.
Okay, but it won't do any good. Look, the city's full of trigger-happy wise guys scared the Carnage Killer's gonna get them. That's one fire that's just gonna keep on spreading, huh?
You know, as much as I made fun of these things, they're pretty clever. If I could get this kind of kinetic energy into my webbing...
Now who's the thief, huh?
Should I have served my time like a good little girl? Get out when I'm old and wrinkly? I don't think so.
You're saying the Kingpin got you out of jail? How much power does this guy have?
That's what it's all about, isn't it? Power. His, yours, and mine.
Did your mom tell you you could be anything you want? Because she was wrong.
I like to play rough. You're so cute when you're confused. I like watching you come into a room, but I like watching you leave even better.
They say bad guys don't think of themselves as bad guys, but come on, you must know.
I've learned a thing or two. You're just dying to get your hands on me, aren't you, you naughty boy?
I learned a valuable lesson today. Kicking bad guys in the face is fun.
Have I mentioned I like to watch? Going to all this trouble for little old me. You must really care.
Don't feel bad. You're not. All right, you're not good.
Why must you always make things so hard? I know I'm playing hard to get, but I'm worth it. It's your fault it's come to this.
You put forth this week in effort? I kind of feel like you don't respect me. Let's not fight. Never mind. Let's fight.
Now I'm starting to think you're not really trying.
Your heart wasn't in this, Felicia. Tell me what he did to you.
I was transferred to Ravencroft. The Kingpin came to see me.
Just to be clear, we're talking about Wilson Fisk.
Yes. He said he knew I was after power and he could give it to me.
You'd owe him. That's how it always works, isn't it?
The doctors did experiments. They called it DNA crafting or crisscrossing.
Cross-species genetics? You've seen what can happen. Why would you do that to yourself?
Boy, you are thick. I did it for you, so I'd be like you, so we could be together. But then the Kingpin ordered me to kill you, or die myself. I couldn't. I can't.
Felicia, I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. I'm not interested in your face, just your lips.
I can get you help. Witness protection, a new life safe from the Kingpin. And maybe someday we can get to know each other like normal people.
I don't want to be normal people. Run away with me. We'll go somewhere exotic. With our power, we can live like royalty. Adventure, excitement, romance. And that sounds terrible to you.
No, but I've got responsibilities.
Well, I'm not one of them. Don't worry about me. I've always done fine with a target on my back.
I can't just let you go.
Fisk owns too many cops. If I'm in custody, I'm as good as dead. You can't do that to me any more than I can do it to you. You ever decide you want some fun in your life? Look me up.
Felicia, wait! Kraven! Time for a little mentor-mentee chat. Discuss our mutual goals. Map out a 5-year plan. Explain why you're working for a human jello mold. Looks empty, but maybe I can still find some answers. He was gonna kill me and stuff me like a trophy. All this time he's been studying me, testing me, figuring out my strengths, and how to beat them.
And how best to set a trap.
You're a fake! A coward! This is your idea of a fair hunt?
Oh no, it's only the prelude. Good. The antidote I gave you should remove all effects of the tranquilizer. I want you at the peak of your abilities.
Stop acting like you're King Arthur. All that talk about honor. You lied to me. Betrayed me. For the Kingpin and his money.
That was incidental. I did not betray you. I truly taught you all I knew. Not just so you eliminate the Kingpin's rivals, but to make you the worthiest possible opponent. The foe I knew you would be. My greatest hunt. Now you are ready. And now we will see who is the hunter and who is the prey.
So you used me to take out the Kingpin's rivals. What about Cassidy? I noticed you jumped in to stop him talking to me.
Cassidy was useful for a time. He sowed fear and mistrust, but he is little more than a beast. It was inevitable he would have to be removed. You grasp at shadows.
The trees. Right before he springs a trap.
There is no escape.
You wanted me to watch Cassidy kill that kid. Why? So I'd kill him? So I'd feel guilty? Just because you're a sick freak?
It was a test to see how strong you could be. You could stomach the spilling of blood. I admit, you disappointed me.
I'm still waiting for an explanation for your mustache.
Impossible. I studied you. You are not capable of this kind of fury. You lack a killer instinct.
This'll shake you up. Okay, I'm sorry. That was corny.
Always one step behind.
I get as angry as you do. I want to hurt my enemies just as much. The difference is, I know it's wrong. Running the tricks, are we? Fool me once.
Come get me, boy.
Can't let him ambush me from the trees.
I can smell your fear. To the death.
No! That's your way. On my watch, no one dies.
I beg you, kill me. Give me death over defeat.
You're saying death isn't defeat? You planning on coming back as a Kraven zombie or something? Anyway, I won. That means I call the shots.
What are your terms?
You're a few episodes short of a season, Kraven, but you've always had your own loony code of honor. So you're gonna tell me how to get to the Kingpin. The truth. Everything you know.
Very well. You have won that right. Ask, and I shall answer.
I ran into someone who says Kingpin gets test subjects at Ravencroft. How?
The institution has lost all government funding. It now relies upon private donors, of which Fisk is the largest, now that Norman Osborn is dead.
And they just let him experiment on inmates like some kind of Dr. Chubbenstein?
They encourage it. They view the inmates as hopelessly damaged, useful only as test subjects.
I know you. You're always checking out your surroundings. You notice everything.
Yes, it's true. I met with Fisk in his building, where I took note of the locations of his cameras, weapons, and accessible points of entry. He has a Telec 4566 security system, and I know the passwords.
Well, you get a gold star. Draw me a map, and don't leave anything out.
The information I have given you will get you inside the building, but you must still face Fisk himself.
I'll distract him with cupcakes.
This is why you will lose. You underestimate him. He has fought for his life since he was a boy. If you show even a moment's weakness, he will see it and kill you.
The old killer instinct, huh? A lot of good it did you. I'm not sure if the cops can pin anything on you, but if not, take my advice and go back to Russia. Fisk doesn't seem as forgiving as I am. What, no elevator music? This guy's cheaper than Jameson. Smells like sweaty fat guys and burritos in here. No offense to burritos. Well, if it isn't the Kingpin! Catchy name, but I have to say, you look more like a bowling ball than a pin. Or maybe a beach ball?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I mean, I'm impressed. You take control of crime in New York right under everybody's nose. The whole city knows you're crooked, and everyone still kisses your tuchus. Which must take what, like a week? A lot of ground to cover is what I'm saying.
The only criminal I see is the masked man guilty of breaking and entering into my private building. A violent vigilante. The Daily Bugle has branded a menace.
Fine, play it like that. But one way or another, you're going down.
And now you threaten me. I dare say Jonah Jameson will praise me as a hero after I kill you. In self-defense, of course.
You set Cletus Cassidy loose on the city. Not just to wipe out your rivals, but to scare them. To make things so bad, when you took over, it'd look like you fixed it.
Who else is gonna fix things, huh? You? Running around in a costume, acting out some adolescent power fantasy. I live in the real world, Spiderman.
You're so fast when you wear...
I'm down here immediately! Do you expect me to fight it myself? People don't expect a crime-free utopia. They want a world that makes sense. Where if you stay out of bad neighborhoods, you don't get hurt. They want order.
You're wrong! People want justice. They want to know that if they work hard and play by the rules, the same rules everyone else has to follow, they'll be okay.
What an amusing world you live in!
Mighty dance party! Well, more of a seismic. Really. You're so fat when you wear a yellow raincoat?
What do I pay you for? Get down here! What people want is men like me to make the hard choices. To make the wheels of the world turn so they can work their jobs and live their small lives and get a cookie at the end of the day. Know that someone strong is charged.
Hey man, I get it. You were a bullied fat kid, and now you want to get even. You want to start a software company? Be my guest. But when you start hurting people, when you turn into the bully yourself, I'm gonna shut you down.
You know nothing. about me. Nothing about my life. You have no idea what I've done to survive.
So talk to me. Let's hear it. You hired Kraven, Cletus Cassidy. You're so proud of it. Tell me what you did. You're so fat I could have you arrested for 10 pounds of crack. By which I mean butt crack. Zing. Just to be clear. I'm gonna beat you senseless. You're so fat. When you go camping, the bears hide their food. That jolt affected my web shooters. You're so fat, you're the same height.
No more fancy stuff.
I'm not a fool, Spider-Man. I've admitted no wrongdoing, broken no laws. There's no evidence against me.
I have proof you paid Kraven.
No, my task force did. As a security consultant. I am shocked and horrified to hear he's done anything improper. If indeed he has. He was hired for his legendary skills and a strong code of conduct that would never allow him to betray a client.
Kraven might not give you up, but Cassidy will.
A lunatic like that? Oh, come now. His word can hardly be believed. And besides, a man would have to be a fool to deal with someone of his ilk directly. I assure you, I am no fool. I'm afraid, Spider-Man, that you are the only criminal here.
Yeah? We'll see about that.
This is not an action film, boy. Just because you're young does not mean you can hack my security and gain access to my personal... How are you doing that?
Huh. Now who's underestimated who?
Stop that! I demand you stop!
All units. Max Dillon has escaped custody and is at large in Sector 4.
What did you do?
I have no idea what you mean. Thank you for showing me my areas of vulnerability. I assure you, they will be gone when you return.
He's using those generators to make an energy shield. Gotta take him out. Looks like Times Square is getting it worse.
You're just making a... That won't help you. I've got more than enough power to burn you to ash. No one cares. Well, I'll make them care. Get out of here, Spider, before you get swamped! This is your last chance! Now!
I can't get through that energy field. Looks like he's drawing the power from the generators.
I don't have time to waste on you, insect!
recognize that guy. What happened to him?
I warned you to stay away. Now it's too late.
There's something familiar about you. Max Dillon?
You don't even remember. You said I was your eyes and ears. Said we were partners.
I remember now. I did say that, and I meant it.
Liar! You abandoned me. Left me in that place. Let them hurt me. All alone in the dark.
Max, I don't know what happened to you. I can see you're in pain, but I can't help you unless you let me.
You don't care. I lived my whole life in darkness, and nobody cared.
There's bad people everywhere, Max, and I'm sorry for what they did to you. But that doesn't give you an excuse to be one of them. No, really, how do you play video games? Is it like constant?
This is all your fault!
At first I felt kind of bad for you. Now not so much.
I'd rather die!
And your power bill's gonna be through the roof. Whatever happened to you, it's affected your mind. But there are people who can help. Places you can go.
No! That's what those doctors did! And all they did was hurt me! Never again! All I wanted was for people to notice me! Well, they'll notice now! How life decides what they huddle in the devil!
You've got some serious self-esteem issues, don't you?
I won't let you lock me up in Ravencroft again!
Ravencroft? Max, I just found out what they're doing here. Stop fighting. Tell the police what they're up to. We can bring them down together. Listen, I know we're fighting. Could you recharge my phone?
I'll kill you before I ever...
sky full of electricity? You're pretty dim. Oh no, my web shooter's crashed.
I'm not going to let you put me back in that place! It's all getting dark!
Hard not to feel sorry for the guy. He was a victim. And if what he said about Ravencroft is true, I've got to shut that place down. Oscorp's one of their big donors. Maybe Harry can help. God, Harry Osborn, is that really you?
Does it look like me? No. Harry Osborn's dead thanks to you. All that's left is the Goblin.
You couldn't wait, could you? You tried something else.
Richard Parker's Spiderman. And look, I'm a new man.
I warned you, what could happen?
I'm dying, you idiot. What else was I supposed to do?
You could have let me do research.
No. From now on, I take what I want, no matter who I have to kill.
If you want help, you don't have to fight me. I'll do whatever I can to cure you.
And turn me back into that wine you trust, son, baby? I don't think so.
Listen, what you've done didn't just affect your body. It's twisted your mind. You have to let me...
Wrong. I don't have to let anyone do anything. That's Will. Always waiting for Daddy to come and hug me and make it all better. Well, he never did. But it doesn't matter now. I can make it better myself. Well, better for me, not so good for you. I'll analyze your corpse and find out why you're stable. Then I'll do it myself. Cure the disease, but keep the power.
It's the first time anyone's called me stable. I gotta admit, you set the bar pretty low. Deep inside, you're just a scared kid. I'm sorry for what happened to you. But I'm not gonna let you hurt anyone.
Oh, you say that like you have a choice. My father failed. Peter failed. You failed me. It's like I You have to look out for yourself.
Your father failed you because he spent all his time trying to extend his life instead of living it. Don't make the same mistake, Harry. This is crazy. You're not helping anyone doing this. Not even yourself.
I know. Reno, your bio reading. Something you did. Volunteer. And that I won't be able to do when you're dead.
I still get butterflies when I fight the bad guys. Except for you. And friends who love them. Just because you didn't have that doesn't give you the right to take it from anyone else.
No one gave a damn about me. Why should I care about them? could do no better. Maybe I'll figure out how to get myself powers like yours. I'd be a much better Spider-Man than you ever were. Snazzier costume. Maybe some accessories. Spider bombs!
That's enough! I know you're dying. I know you've had it rough. I'm not gonna let that hold me back anymore. I'm sorry, Harry.
No! You can't do this to me! I'm the Goblin! I'm strong! No one's ever gonna hurt me again!
Minor adjustment. They say
Kill me. I don't want to live like this.
that's never the answer. It's the easy way out. You think it's hard for you? There are people sick, dying all over the world, some with the same disease, who don't have your money, resources. Even if you don't want to keep fighting for yourself, you owe it to them. You're gonna answer for your mistakes, and do whatever you can to make up for them. The greatest man I ever knew taught me that.
Be good.
Cassidy! That's as far as you go. One of you is already too many.
I'm not Cletus Cassidy. Not anymore. I'm my true self now.
I'm Carnage.
You know what you should do differently?
Poor little spider. You're just not ready to see the truth, are you?
I didn't web up your mouth because I don't want you to suffocate. You're starting to talk me out of it.
See, you think you're joking. But I know what you won't admit to yourself. When I killed those criminals, you were happy. You were grateful to me, weren't you?
No,
It's not too late to understand. I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
You say you're searching for answers in death, but what were you trying to do when I stopped you? Make others like you? A family?
So we can spread the message, the truth, that chaos and death are the only—
Wrong. You're trying to create a family because you never had one. You weren't looking for death, Cletus. You wanted the life you never had. Now who's not seeing the truth? You said you killed to understand death. What are you trying to understand?
The meaning, the truth, the secrets it reveals about all of us that we're afraid to see.
I can tell you that. Death is a part of life. It happens. Sometimes for a reason, sometimes for no reason. You're wasting your time looking for some cosmic answer in death. Life is where you find meaning. And buddy, you've wasted yours. What makes you think I'm anything like you?
You wanted to do what I did. End those criminals forever.
That's true. I didn't want to admit it, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel that way.
I knew it.
But that's human. Anger, wanting revenge. It's not wrong to feel emotions like that. It's wrong to act on them.
Here's the real difference between us, Spider-Man. I'm at peace with who I am.
You shouldn't be.
And you should? Then why aren't you?
Sorry, Cletus. I just figured out talking to a psycho killer isn't gonna give me the answers I'm after.
I know what will. Death.
Hey, you'll be less nervous if you picture me naked. You know what? That's weird.
always meant to be.
Seismic blast has a way of bringing people together on the floor. I think my costume protects me. Not enough.
Chaos is the only thing that's real. Chaos and death. We'll wake everyone up.
I wish you wouldn't. The week I'm having, I could really use a nice long nap. I call this the seismic blast. I call it lights out.
Why are you ready to die?
Come on, you're not taking this seriously. Are you really that slow?
Why are you fighting me? We're so alike. Am I already? It? What I did to criminals is what you want to do. You get it. Be free, like me.
Nothing like you. The whole reason I live, the whole reason I do this is to stop people like you. That's not the answer, Cletus. None of us are gonna find any answers here.
What's the matter, Peter? You look like you lost your last friend. Hey, but I know for a fact you've still got at least one.
It's Uncle Ben. I miss him so much. I just feel lost without him. He raised me. I loved him. And he died because he was looking for me. I'm not sure how to live with that.
Let me ask you something, Pilgrim. Your Uncle Ben, he was one of the best people I ever knew. Everyone loved him. He had an amazing life, right? So, why do you want to make it all about how it ended? What counts isn't how he died, Peter. What matters is really the way he lived. I want you to make his life mean something. I want you to be the man he raised you to be. The man that he was so proud of when he saw what you were growing into.
He told you that?
All the time. Your uncle knew what a tough place the world could be. He knew that it needs heroes. And hey, take it from me, you are one of those heroes. So what do you say? Are you gonna go out there and prove it? I want you to do it for Uncle Ben, and for me.
Yeah. Yes, Dan. I will. I miss Uncle Ben. I'll always miss him. But I don't have to replace him, because he already gave me everything I needed. Now it's up to me to honor his memory by using what he gave me, in a way that'll make him proud.
Nuff said. Nuff said.
Oh, you can rely on me, Mr. Mayor. I consider it my honor to provide any help I can. What happened to young Osborn is tragic, but never fear. I'll continue to finance the task force myself. And, at the risk of seeming overconfident, I promise you, with the criminal organizations that plagued our city crushed, the crime rate will go down to a manageable level. Yeah, goodbye. There you are. Come in, my friend. Come in. I couldn't have done this without you. Chameleon.
What happens now?
Now, the real work begins.